you know we had to start off super strong with hoseki katsu. I have eaten at so many different pork cutlet places throughout Korea, and I just, for some reason, kept always coming back to this one restaurant. The atmosphere is just so lovely. It's super small, very quaint. It gives you a really intimate dining experience, I think. You can actually watch them prepare your food while you're waiting. And as you can see here in this video, they do make everything to order. The portion sizes are really ideal for a single person. Usually Korean restaurants tend to give really big portions and I can never finish them. They do give you free refills of the rice, of soup, maybe the vegetables. I'm not sure about that, but you can even ask for more of the super, super delicious sauce that they give you for the pork cutlet. And hands down, this is definitely my favorite sauce I've ever had at a donkasu place, at a pork cutlet restaurant. 10 out of 10. You have to try this place. The next place I want to talk about is Bergies. This is the go-to hangout spot for all of my friends and I. I'm not a big burger fan, but man, these burgers are so tasty. The menu offers a huge variety of flavors, ranging from avocado, mushroom, double cheese and bacon, and even crispy chicken sandwiches. And if burgers aren't really your thing, they even have some seriously delicious wings as well. I recommend getting a side of either the garlic butter fries or pepperoni fries. So this restaurant was actually one of the first restaurants I ever had when arriving to Korea. It also happens to serve one of my favorite Korean meals, 닭갈비 or spicy stir-fried chicken. Their popular menu item here is the spicy chicken with melted cheese. When you're almost finished eating, they do this really cool thing where you can order fried rice and they'll bring it out and mix it with the rest of your leftover sauce and chicken. Super good. I don't have any pictures or video evidence here, but take my word on it. You have to get the stir-fried rice if you come to this restaurant. Of all the pizza places I have had in South Korea, this is hands down my favorite spot. Johnny's has such a great atmosphere and such a wide variety of menu items. Anyone who has eaten here can tell you that their slice sizes are massive. If you just get one slice, it technically comes out as 2 slices. So usually I'll actually get 2 slices, which ends up being 4 slices. A little confusing, but just trust me on this. Get a pizza from them. If you have a big group of people, this is the perfect place to kind of eat on a budget. You can all split the cost for a huge pizza. When my friends and I would go here, we would always get a pitcher of beer. They're really well known for their draft beers here. My personal favorite beer to get is the peach ale. It's super light, super tasty. I really, really like the flavors of some of their beers here. So if you're a beer lover, definitely come to this place. Drink some beer with your pizza. Of all of the restaurants I've chosen on this list, Smile Guksu is the most friendly to your budget. So the meal they are most known for here is their guksu, which is their knife-cut noodles. That's the translation. And when I tell you, you get a huge portion of it, I never can actually finish it. That's how big it is. Fun fact about this place, they serve my all-time favorite kimchi here. I cannot describe the taste. The flavors of the broth and the soup itself paired with the kimchi is such a good combination. I mean, I crave this constantly. I really like the kimbap here too. The kimbap here is also super cheap, super well made. Oh, it's just so, so good. So now we are going to talk about our second burger place to be featured on this list. The name of the restaurant is Daejeon. I think it means like Daejeon burger because it comes up as Daejeon. Anyways, not important. These burgers are really, really freaking good. Similar to Bergies. I mean, when I tell you guys I am not a big burger fan, you know, that's usually the last thing that I would want to eat. When I tell you this restaurant does a fantastic job of changing that for me, this restaurant, I mean, their burgers are so fresh, handmade. But if you go upstairs, this is the vibe I have always wanted, you know, a really like modern take on a classic burger joint atmosphere, if that makes sense. I do think it's a lot more Americanized, like Western style. You have your condiments that you can go and get as much as you need, which is kind of rare in Korea. They have this cute little, what is it, GameCube? Not a GameCube, but anyways, they have this cute little Sega video game system that you can play on. I will say the burgers are a little bit on the pricier side. So if you are keeping your budget in mind, maybe this isn't the place for you. But when I tell you, like, it is worth it. Just get a burger. Get a burger here. I feel like this is how Krabby Patties would taste. Like, this is just such a good burger. 10 out of 10. Recommend. Not to be dramatic, but also to be very dramatic. If I had to pick a last meal on this earth, you know, if I'm a death row inmate and I have to pick one final meal, I 1000% assure you it would be bongdae crab. I mean, seriously, if you can only go to one restaurant on this list, it has to be this one. You cannot pass up this Daejeon restaurant. And I might be a little biased because the owner and I have a really cute relationship, and she would always just be so sweet. She knew that I was from New Orleans, and I told her this was such an authentic New Orleans meal. And I'm going to be completely honest when I say I genuinely think that the chefs here can prepare this food better than a lot of the local chefs in New Orleans. Like, that's how good it is. And when you're finished eating, this is my favorite part, as you can see. You can get side items like garlic bread or noodles, and you actually use the rest of the sauce and just kind of mix the noodles together with it. It's so good. Like, when I tell you, if I can imagine what heaven tastes like. That's so lame, but seriously, it is so good. It is so good. It's worth it. It's worth it. I wish I would have gone much more when I was in Daejeon. And look how cute they are. If you want more love, you know, it's only 9,999,999 won. And even the decor in here reminds me a lot of home in New Orleans. You know, it gives such a cute and homey vibe. I really felt like I was back home anytime I ate here. Super cute setup, super great food, amazing, attentive host. 10 out of 10. If you want that authentic Louisiana Cajun seafood boil, look no further than bongdae crab. Before I start talking about this next restaurant, I am really disappointed in myself that I never got any good video footage of this place. However, I will just be showing you a few pictures of the food, pictures of my friends and I here, and I'll even include some menu photos as well. Now, this is the place in Daejeon to get samgyeopsal. There's no other place that compares to it. Originally, I thought that this was a chain all around Korea, but I couldn't find it in Seoul, so I'm assuming it might just be a Daejeon thing specifically. Either way, the samgyeopsal is so delicious here. Unlimited refills. You can get as much side items as you want. They are pretty good about keeping the samgyeopsal refills coming out as soon as you request them. And now that I think about it, a lot of places in Korea usually don't have free drink refills. So it's really, really cool. You can even like ask them a specific kind of drink that you want and they will get it for you. Again, everything here is unlimited, super delicious, really good quality, and overall a great place to go out to get drinks with your friends. Another super delicious 닭갈비 place is Pagakdo. This is such a good restaurant, a little bit on the pricier side. Something I like about this specific place is that the workers will actually come and cook your chicken for you. They kind of give a lot of guidance on how to cook the chicken. I will say the portions here are a bit on the smaller side. It does get a little pricier, but I do think the meal itself is a really, really good choice if you want to kind of treat yourself. And that's what we're doing here. As you can see, my boyfriend and I love going to this place. And outside of just the chicken, there's a really, really awesome menu item that I would totally recommend you get if you go here. That is the spicy crab ramen. It's just so delicious. I've heard that this is a super popular menu item. So I definitely think if you are going to come here, since the chicken itself isn't particularly filling, I would definitely get this side item as well. So this last restaurant I chose to include in this list is actually one of my favorite restaurants of all time. And if I'm being honest, they serve one of my favorite Korean cuisines, which is the dakbokkeumtang. This is like spicy braised chicken soup with vegetables in it. Oh man, this is so good. I feel like every friend I have showed this restaurant to instantly becomes one of their favorite restaurants to go to. Yeah, I kind of convert all of my friends to love this meal as much as I do because it is my all-time favorite. It's such a large portion of food, and for the price that you pay, oh, it's such a steal. I mean, the portion is massive. You can choose your spice level, you can choose to add extras, you can choose to add more mushrooms or onions or potatoes. They would always throw in free service for us. I don't know if it was because we were foreigners, but they would always just give us a free Sprite or free Coke or add extra rice cakes to our meals. So I've been to 3 of their chains. I'm not sure how many they have. I do know a few of their chains have closed over the years, but man, it is just so good. If you find yourself at this restaurant, you will not be disappointed.